We got Mr. Tony Eckler from Lebanon, Tennessee. The boaters got one fish today. It's going to be 2.06 for you today, Tony. 2.06. Boggs from Lebanon, Tennessee. The boaters got 3 fish today. It's going to be 6.82. You are now our leader, Mr. Boggs, on the boater side. Donnie Rubel from Murfreesboro, Tennessee. The boaters got 2 fish today. It's going to be 4.19 for you today, Donnie. Tennessee. The co-anglers got 1 fish today. It's going to be 3.45 for you, but you now have big fish in first place on the co-angler side, right? Mount Juliet, Tennessee. It's a boater today. It's got 2 fish. You'll drop them in there for me, Billy. 2 fish. It'll be 5.26 for you today, Mr. Billy. We got Mr. John G. Case as a co-angler. He's got 2 fish today. It's going to be 3.92. It's going to put you in first place right now, John. Let me get you. Patrick Schmickrath from Hendersonville, Tennessee. The boaters got 1 fish today. It's going to be 3.96. 3.96, and you now have big fish on the boater side. Up next, we've got Mr. Anthony Nash from Quebec, Tennessee. The boaters got 3 fish today. It'll be 9.43. It's going to put you in the lead now, Mr. Anthony. We're going to take a look at a big fish here, folks. Hold him up, let everybody see him. All right, let's sit him in there and see what he's going to weigh. Mr. Anthony Nash now has big fish on the boater side, 5.36.
You can bring her back here. No, that's right. Did you hear what I did? Chris. Okay. Anthony Nash. You got a replay. Yeah, I'll inlet drive and pull it, so let's reset it right there. Want to make sure.
All right, Anthony, let's lay them back in there and make sure we get this absolutely correct for you. All right, once again, first place is 939 for Mr. Anthony Nash. Just freeway your big fish just in case. Should be 536. 536 is big fish. First place is now 939 for Mr. Anthony Nash. Up next, we got Mr. John Hopkins from Hendersonville, Tennessee. The boaters got 1 fish today. It'll be 2.79 for you, John. Mr. Brandon Rich from Cottontown, Tennessee. The co-anglers got 1 fish today. It'll be 2.05 for you. Got Mr. Steve Bankston from Mount Juliet, Tennessee. The boaters got 1 fish today. Got 1 good fish. 5.32, 400s from breaking big fish mark. Let me get your weigh-in slip here. Up next, I got Mr. Jason Hill from Nashville, Tennessee. He's a co-angler. Had to drive a long way to get here. Got one fish. 3.05 for you today, Jason. Mr. Adam Wagner from Cookeville, Tennessee. He's a boater. Got 2 fish today. It's going to be 7.39 for you, Adam. That's good enough to put you in second place right now, though. You'll drop him in. It's got to be 5.36. Not quite going to do it, 4.92, but still a good quality fish there, Adam. Next, we got Mr. Dane Gamble from Laverne, Tennessee. Co-angler's got 2 fish today. 5.74. Big fish co-angler side is now 3.51. Mr. Dane Gamble. Up next, we got Mr. Kevin Lamb from Gallatin, Tennessee. The boater's got 2 fish today. Don't need that in there. He's got 2 lively fish. 3.96 for you today. Got Mr. David Welcher from Burns, Tennessee. He's a co-angler. He's got 1 fish today. 1.20 for you. We got Mr. Brian Montgomery from Lebanon, Tennessee. He's a boater. He's got 2 fish today. It's going to be 4.75 for you today, Brian. We got up next, we got Mr. Dave Beardsley from Murfreesboro, Tennessee. He's a co-angler. He's got 1 fish. And we're weighing for big fish also, folks. 1 good fish. 5.41 is big fish, and that's good enough to put you in 3rd place with 1 fish right now, Dave. Hold him up. Come on. Shake your bass. Let everybody see it. Come on. All right, up next, we got Mr. Adam Vance from Mount Juliet, Tennessee. He's a boater with 4 fish. I think this is the most fish we've seen so far. 4 fish, 8.10 is good enough for 2nd place right now, Adam. So we got Mr. Jeremy Etheridge from Nashville, Tennessee. The boater's got 2 fish. Got 2 good fish. 9.92, you are now leading the tournament with 2 fish. Let's go ahead and see. You got one that's going to be 5.36, Jeremy. All right, hold him up, let everybody get a look at him right there. I think that's probably going to be it. Let's put it down. 6.73 is now big fish on the boater side. If you'll back up against that wall, Jeremy, I'll get your picture real quick. It may be big fish for the day. Up next, we got Mr. Mike Hollingshead, Murfreesboro, Tennessee. The boater's got 2 fish today. We 6.70, 2 good fish. Get your weigh-in slip here, Mr. Mike. Up next, we got Mr. Jonathan Wiley from Smyrna, Tennessee. Another man drove a long way to get here today. The co-angler's got 2 fish. Got 2 good fish for co-angler side today. 6.09 is good enough for 2nd place right now. Up next, we got Mr. Danny H. Boggs from Fayetteville, Tennessee. The boater, 1 fish today. 4.72 for Mr. Danny H. Boggs. Next, we got Mr. Matt Simcox from Silver Point, Tennessee. He's a co-angler, got a 3-fish limit. I think you're only the 2nd 3-fish limit we've seen today so far, Matt. 8.85 is good enough for 1st place right now, Matt. You think? Up next, we got Mr. Scott LeFevers From Hermitage, Tennessee, the boater got our first 5-fish limit on the boater side today. I have a suspicion he's going to be our leader. 17.64 is now first place with Mr. Scott LeFevers. Hold 2 of those fish up. Let's take a look at them, Scott. We're going to weigh a big fish here too, folks. Big fish right now, 673. We're going to see if we can set a new mark, and it may just do it. Let's drop him in there, Mr. Scott. It's got to be 673. 755 is now a big fish. Let's hold 2 of these fish up and let everybody get a good look at them here, Scott. Come on, hold them up, hold them high, hold them high. Come on. Shake your bass, Scott. Let everybody see it. If you'll back up right here against. All right, up next, we got Mr. Jerry Strain from Old Hickory, Tennessee. He's a boater. Got 2 fish today. Give me 5.57 for you today, Mr. Jerry. Hendersonville, Tennessee. The co-anglers got 1 fish today. Be 2.17 for you today, Alan. Marina, Tennessee, got 1 fish today on the boater side. Be 2.39 for you today, Thomas. We got Mr. Brian Joe Diggs from Ridgetop, Tennessee. The boater's got 1 fish today. 2.26 for you. We got Mr. Tim Staley from Dowelton, Tennessee. The boater's got 4 fish today. It'll be 7.59. It's good enough for 5th place right now, Tim. Next, we got Mr. Chris Hicks from Hendersonville, Tennessee. The boater's got 3 fish today. 7.46. Good enough for. Up next, we got Mr. Mickey Beck from Lebanon, Tennessee. Whoa, Mickey, you caught fish. I was just proud to see you come across the stage.
Yeah, buddy.
All right, Mickey, here you go. You're going to be happy. Mickey Beck, 15.71. You are now in 2nd place. Have you got one in there bigger than 755? You want to take a look at him anyway? Let's hold 2 of them up there so we can get you some pictures, Mickey.
Wow.
Hey, once they make the Carlisle tire, if y'all need some Carlisle tires, head out to Rivers. I got them for $79. Cheapest around, so.
And if they won't tear up under Mickey Beck, they're good. Up next, we got Mr. Matt Underhill from Murfreesboro, Tennessee. He's a boater. He's got 2 fish today. $7.31 for you today, Matt. Up next, we got Mr. Chris Snow from McMinnville, Tennessee. The boater's got 1 fish today. Got 1 good fish though. 2.89 for you today, Chris. Up next, we got Miss Diana Montgomery from Lebanon, Tennessee. She's a co-angler. She's got 1 fish today. One of our lady anglers. It's going to be 3.32 if you were going to catch one. That was a good one to catch today, Miss Diana. From Las Casas, Tennessee. He's a boater. He's got 2 fish today. Drop those things in there, Mr. Clifford. It's going to be 6.06 for you today, Mr. Clifford. Up next, we got Mr. Josh Trammell from Smithville, Tennessee. He's a boater. He's got 3 fish today. He's got 3 good fish. 10.65. That's good enough for 3rd place right now, Josh. That bag in there. Oh, it's going to be close. Not quite going to get it. 6.43. But hold him up. Let everybody get a look at that good fish. He's definitely picture worthy. I've got Mr. Eric Blankendale from Brentwood, Tennessee. He's a boater. Got the second 5-fish limit we see, excuse me, third 5-fish limit, because Beck actually has a limit, believe it or not. It's going to be 12.76. That's good enough for third place right now, Eric. Up next, we got Mr. Larry Holland from Murfreesboro, Tennessee. The co-angler's got one fish today. Got one good fish, 3.66 for you today, Larry. Billy Shrum from the boater side, he's got one fish today. 1.88 for you today, Billy. Murfreesboro, Tennessee, the co-angler. 1.86 for you. Up next, we got Mike Del Visco from Greer, South Carolina. He's a boater. He's got one fish today. It's going to be 3.12. Up next, we got Mr. James Gunn from Nolensville, Tennessee. He's a co-angler. He's got one fish today. Got one good fish. 4.69. That's good. All from Hendersonville, Tennessee. He's a boater with one fish today. It's going to be 2.24 for you. Got Mr. Matt Ellis with one lively fish. Mr. Matt Ellis from Nashville, Tennessee. The co-angler's got one fish today. It's going to be 2.91 for you today. Four fish from Mr. Davenport. 11 pounds even for Mr. Davenport. That's good enough for fourth place right now. We got Mr. Jake Cross from Cookville, Tennessee. The co-angler's got one fish today. One good fish is 4.35. That's good enough for seventh place. Robbins from Nashville, Tennessee is a boater with two fish today. 3.90 for you today, Adam. 5.34 for you today, Mark. Mark Denny Jr. from Bon Air, Georgia. He's a boater. He's got one fish today. 1.73 for you today, Mark Jr. Greenbrier, Tennessee. He's a boater. He's got one fish today. 2.13 for you today, Michael. Three fish today. He's smiling. I think he's happy about his three fish today. It's going to be 6.25 for you, Mr. Jack.
30 minutes, maybe.
Dixon, Tennessee, the boater is going to have our fourth 5-fish limit today. It's going to be 11.10. It's good enough for fourth place right now, Sam. Cooks, three fish. 7.20 for you today, David. Fish limit. 10.17. It's good enough for seventh place right now for you. DJ Boggs from Tullahoma, Tennessee. The co-angler got a 3-fish limit on the co-angler side. 7.67. That's good enough for second place right now, DJ. Rick Maui from Nashville, Tennessee. The co-angler got another 3-fish limit today. It's going to be 7.16. It's going to be good enough for fourth place right now, Rick. Next, we got Mr. Noel Smith from Hendersonville, Tennessee. He's a boater. He's got 3 fish today. It's going to be 5.94 for you, Noel. Hickory, Tennessee. He's a boater. He's got 2 fish today. 5.76 for you today, Rodney. Mr. Randy Ross from Murfreesboro, Tennessee. He's a co-angler. He's got 1 fish today. He's got 1 good fish. 5.21 for you, Randy. Mary from Murfreesboro, Tennessee. He's a boater. He's got 3 fish today. 9.55. It's going to be 9th place right now, Rocco. It's going to be 5.21 for you today, Ken. Fish today. It's going to be 8.91 for you, Mr. Alvin. It's good enough for 11th place at the moment. 4 4 fish, 9.20 for you, Sam. He's a boater. He's got one of the few 5 fish limits we've seen today. He's got a good 5 fish limit. 13.71. That's good enough for 3rd place right now, Daniel. If you got one in there that goes, angler's got a 3 fish limit today. Yes, sir, you can. Let's get a total there for you, bud. Says he's got a big fish, folks. 9.14. That is currently 1st place for co-angler side. We got a big fish. We're going to look at him and find out. I don't think he's quite going to make it, but let's drop him in and satisfy everybody's curiosity. Going to be 4.12, but you still retain the lead. Look at those 2 fish. Up next, I got Mr. Adam Lynn from Cullioca, Tennessee. Lance Oligschlager from Gallatin, Tennessee. He's a boater. He's got 3 fish today. I think he's going to have 3 good fish, folks. 3 fish, 14.72. That's good enough for 3rd place right now. If you got one, 7.55 in there. Oh, he's a good fish. Let's see here. It's going to be close. And we're climbing 6.15. Not quite going to make it. Lebanon, Tennessee is a boater with 4 fish today. Nope, it's really good. All right, let's drop them in there. No problem at all, Mr. Cleveland. 4 fish, 9.47 for you from Smyrna, Tennessee. The co-angler's got 2 fish today. 2 fish, 2.86 for you today, Craig. That's 3.70, Mr. Randall. Lively, 2.25. Up next, we got Mr. Bill Hunter from Murfreesboro, Tennessee. He's got 2 fish today on the boater side. Big bass is 7.55 right now, Mr. Bill. All right, yeah, 2 fish are going to be 6.36. 3 fish for Adam is going to be 6.17 for you today, Adam. Mr. Stephen Scoggin from Lebanon, Tennessee. He's got a 5 fish limit. He looks relieved to have 5 fish on this tough day. Going to be 10.87. Good enough for 8th place right now, Stephen. 11.50 for you, Matt. That's going to put you in 6th place right now. $41, 17 places. 1st place is $3,276 on the boater side. Co-angler payout will be $5,042. We'll pay 14 spots on the co-angler side. 1st place co-angler will receive a check for $1,445. Again, 17, we are paying back 17 spots on the boater side and 14 spots on the co-angler side. Scales are officially closed at this time. Big bass on the co-angler side is Mr. Dave Beardsley. $75 in your plaque, sir. Tell me, what'd you do to catch big fish? Excuse me, I grabbed the wrong check. 6. 11th place boater with 10.17 pounds is Mr. John Graves. 10th place boater with 10.65 pounds is Mr. Josh Trammell. Boater with 10.87 pounds is Mr. Stephen Scroggin. 8th place boater with 11 pounds even, receiving a check for $491 is Mr. Terry Davenport. 7th place boater with 11.10, receiving a check for $546 is Mr. Sam Lashley. Sixth place boater with 11.550 pounds receiving a check for $601 is Mr. Matt Stanley. Fifth place boater with 12.76 pounds receiving a check for $655 is Mr. Eric Blankendale. Fourth place boater with 13.71 pounds is Mr. Daniel Johnson receiving a check for $764. Our third place boater with 14.72 pounds receiving a check for $1,092 is Mr. Lance Oligschlager. Our second place boater with 15.71 pounds receiving a check for $1,638 is Mr. Mickey Beck.
Mickey Beck, y'all.
All right, Mickey, tell me a little bit about your day, Mickey. You can't get away that fast.
Well, chin down and flipping a 3/8 ounce Hoppy's jig on off-road rod, and chin down and flipped away.
Long day of flipping.
Long day of flipping. Long day.
Well, congratulations on a hard day of fishing and making second place. Finale with Big Fish, 7.55 pounds. He's going to get a check for $425 for Big Fish. First place with 17.64 pounds, and he's going to be getting a check for $3,276 is Mr. Scott LeFevers. Appreciate you being here. I got a Big Fish plaque for you. Got a first place trophy for you here, sir. Tell me a little bit about what you had to do to earn those two things I just gave you there.
We actually had to switch up everything we had been doing. We went down lake, threw a jig out deep today to catch our fish. We've been catching them up in the river. We were about 30 miles from where we've been today. So just got lucky today. We'll take it.
That was a fine catch, and congratulations. If I can get your picture right here, please, Mr. Scott.
This has been a CB production. See you next time.